Hi, good afternoon. I'm just about to go out. Just a couple of things to refresh your mind about the testosterone and estrogen. Is This is the pretty much religion, any religion, which is especially who what I'm in. Um, this is a medical side of it. It's a practical biological side of it. Testosterone is the man's creation. Well, it's a created, then that hormone will take you right through to the childhood, young age, adulthood, all these things. So it's a quite powerful thing as a predominant as a male. That goes to an animal as well as like a lion. Pretty much you're looking at the lion. Um, if this got in the wrong hand, it's a disaster. That was we currently sitting on. Not in a disaster, but sort of fluctuating at the moment. Now, adrenaline, completely different matter. It's like a Red Bull, so it's a two different thing. It doesn't decide, but it will give a kickstart. There's another way of putting this: electricity. On a plug point, you have red, which is live, which I will call it a testosterone, and then you have a black, which is a neutral, is it neutral, which is estrogen, and then you have the earth, which is green, which is my unpredictability coming in. Pretty much, it's a beautiful combination. Keep the whole house alight. I hope you understand. Putting into my face will change. I will be sort of a dry mouth and everything. I'll explain that later. I don't want to do this now. My marriage, 23 years, is a beautiful marriage. I had a beautiful young lady who took my hand, which is pretty straight. I didn't kneel down to her. Said to her in the beginning, "Can you marry?" Yeah, let's go for it. That's a pretty respectable young lady. I think she was expecting, was it 1993? First, my son. So we had a council provided a house which is a Kiwil Drive 30 Kiwil Drive in Belgium. So then we have the dot on between, and then I remember that I did cover this when I had the apply. The reason we took a mortgage because I think it was one sort of give me the 10,000 grant if you want to buy a house when it was a council. That was the final stage of the last applicants, which we are. So it's not me, my wife, ex-wife took the opportunity. I mean, she was excited. She's a lady. She wants to do things. So I remember that when I did apply for the mortgage, I was with the direct line, and she's completely opposite. And I had about tons of credit cards, about 15 credit cards, but all of zeros. I had a huge credit history, pretty much driving. The mortgage decision took only less than 20 minutes, and I can see her. I mean, I didn't see her at that time, but I went through my right moment. She was right opposite me, waiting with hope. And I can remember when I said, yes, it's gone through, it's accepted by, she was over the moon. And she knew she had an executed place. When we moved to 11 Lesness Road, and pretty much I'm in a debt, I remember I was paying my Barclay card 4,000 rupees for my solicitor. So it is an expensive business, it's normal. So I had about 3 or 4 jobs, and she was a civil servant. So financially, I said to you, I only was sleeping 4 hours. So I'm around the clock working. She's working. When she comes in, hi, bye, we out. It was for until 2010. Always been like that way. So we sleep in the same bed. Sometimes we don't speak to each other. And for myself, I never had a thought of, oh, I had to go out with my mates. I didn't have mates. My family is my mates. And also she didn't have any friends. Well, except family. I don't think she never been out except for family members. So that was the very, very crucial, lovely thing of her. I'm not criticizing whoever English mom is. Every time she says, "Oh, we want to go out with the girls," she never had that thought. When you come to obviously, I think 2002, pretty much I'm on a date. Obviously, I told you this. When you come to citizen, the person lady who said you need to get you both salaries in together one hand. She's the one who organized it. But my wife never questioned me. She said, "Yeah, okay, fine." So debts are paid, remortgage, the house debts are paid. From 2000 I had 6 years to sort of, it doesn't mean they go away to create a green light on a credit score. I think for 6 years I was fine. I was fully controlled. We both may just go into same account. One good thing is she's never ever questioned my expenses. Her salary comes to my salary account. Oh, everything comes to same account. pretty much I'm doing the shopping, paying electricity bill, everything, pretty much until 2011. She never, ever challenged on this. Don't worry, haven't forgotten. I'm not telling the grievous. I'm coming up to testosterone and estrogen, which is this is the beautiful of the estrogen. I never said nobody can't work. No, we had all equal opportunity. I had my own way of getting things. We have a family issues. That's a different issue. So 2011, they picked it up at from three police officers came out to cover this a long time ago because simply I didn't need medication because this white rats which are messing up. It's incident happened in Asta. So I remember went to hospital. They were messing about the section, all this nonsense. Finally, the thought I'm going to cry and come back. I want to go home. I just got comfortable. Someone getting free food. Well, it's been 4 weeks. I didn't go out. I didn't even request to go out. The fucking idiot consultant finally pushed me in to go home. Well, no, not go home. You want to waste the weekend. I didn't say. I told him I don't want to go home. Why are you sending me home? You brought me to do something. So I got my wife came in. We almost by the modern roundabout, and she broke into tears. She did say, "This is the first time ever 3 or 4 weeks in my entire my marriage life by myself." And she broke in tears. But before that, this is 4 weeks. First week we had an interview. It's for 8 hours, including my wife. Same thing. Before I left home, we had taken again. It's all the TV, everything, just exactly the same situation. And obviously, my wife was concerned because I'm pretty much credit cards. All the credit cards on my name. Nobody. It's not a combined. It's all on my name. So I have a right to do what I want. I didn't put her in trouble. So finally, on that meeting, she really went for it. She really cruised me out. She never done in time. I got it took by my surprise, which is pretty much so. That's not pretty unpredictable. Took by my surprise. And I was thinking while I'm the meeting going on, I thought, fucking bitch. I've been off all it was obviously mentally ill, but I wouldn't say that now. So because I was emotional as well. I've been loyal to 23 years. I haven't gone anywhere. I haven't done anything wrong. You really, because I bought a couple of TVs, you really screwed me. Okay, fine. So also I remember I was telling at that meeting, I wasn't fearless and unpredictable. If anyone is concerned, I will give a consent to go back to the nurse. Probably they might be deleted, but it doesn't matter. I'm not going to go back. I did tell you I'm going to go back. I repeatedly saying that 2000 constantly. So when he came back from hospital 2000, it's May the 6th, 2011, her changes, pretty much she's on testosterone. First, this fight was influencing her indirectly. I remember she was working in a prison. I knew all along this white rat was inflaming her because with the fan and air condition, she had a sort of a thing. She comes with a real upset blow. So this is after 2011. Pretty much she's switching on from to civil servant to nursing. And this because of the office. So pretty much turning off the air condition, heating up, which is pretty much doing here. She get headache. She get headaches, migraine, all. She hasn't got anything else. She was suffering for a very long time, and she had the same problem, which is under. It's normal. It's a stuffiness. So that was a first alarm I had, which I knew, but she didn't know. If I did explain it to her, she think I'm against her. So I kept her quiet. So I was observing. So this went on for a long time. Testosterone, which is coming up to the point. That was in the wrong hand. I'm not saying it's fair to say she had a two-child, to had to pay mortgage, and I could have had a job. I was in sort of, but I had 2 jobs at that time, so it wasn't proper bad. It would have patched it up. It would have patched it up easily for me. But first of all, after the meeting, I just made up my mind. Pretty much, I ain't going back. But that trust which is gone, I knew this is something else involved in it. So pretty much I'm looking at this, but at the moment I'm pretty safe on myself. I don't have any other influence, so I can cut through right easily without vengeance. So you wondering why I'm not getting married. Now, coming up to testosterone. So that was her testosterone. If she had a 90% estrogen and 10% testosterone, it would have patched, the things were patched up, even if I would want to. But on the other hand, the society, if the friends, she had a lot of friends, and then these guys are so no, it's a manipulation. It's very easy. I can see that now. But if I tried to pinpoint that out, she would have thought I always kept quiet. But this was a disadvantage for the white rat. So that's why I get kicked out on 2014 by law. I'm not accountable for that. I'm not held you accountable for legal system. I know you're not unfair, but I'm not. That's completely separate. I'm separating you on this. It's a huge. It was a national interest. Now coming up to testosterone, estrogen. That's why it's a very dangerous thing. It won't light. It won't light. It just won't happen. It's a fact. It's scientifically proven. The society breakdown. That's not only that. The society creates the situation, but if you have the right amount of the separation, and which is a locked in, which is what you call unpredictability, which is I'm going to give it to the men, which is locked in. It's very safe. You can estrogen can live with it. There's no danger to that. But the men have the control. This has nothing to do with getting cooking. That's not what I meant. It's to get the balance right. It's a humanity. Sorry, I do apologize. It's a humanity. So never said you nothing wrong with the what Quran. So that's nothing to do with that. I never said ladies can't work. I never said that. This has nothing to do with that. It's to get the balance right. In my case, if my ex-wife had that 90% estrogen, would that have the saved my marriage? Even there's how many outside influence are. That was the situation. Finally, and I hope you understand where I'm coming from. This is very, very important. And what else I'm going to say? Something else. Yes, as you can see, my mouth is dry. My eyes are heavy. This is pretty much a fuming kicking. So it doesn't matter what I do now any longer. It takes 10 minutes. I wouldn't drink anything. It won't virtually 2 minutes to reorganize. As I said, I had a beautiful skin because I got a dry skin all over the place. It's the water. I thought it was a soap. It's not a soap. It's water. So normally I put if I got it. That's white shit. I don't do that. Well, I'm a racist, so be it. What are you going to do about it? This is what you want me to do. But I'm preferring to that Afro-Caribbean man, young man, innocent young man. She want to be creamed up. No, fuck you. No. I had a beautiful skin who can moisturize itself. I'm guiding through now. Which is, I can see my eyes are heavy. But I have a perfect condition. So this is what you're going to make me angry. It ain't going to happen any longer. So in the come to skin wise, I got a slight dry skin, so I was working on it. So it will heal. The eyes was healed. The foot was healed. So there's a lot of things. Which is called unpredictable. It's 13 minutes, 33, 39. I need to hang up, otherwise it won't upload. So huge lot of things. Unpredictability is huge. It's a huge, huge subject. But at the moment, Mr. White Rats are really, really sweating. Not because of the heat, but they know what I call unpredictable. I think I'll post on that. So you really summarize, you know what is matter of testosterone. I'm just going to give unpredictable, locked in. So estrogen can live a long, happily ever after. It's just pretty much electricity. Light up the bulb. This is again, this is a seed. I'm in my hand. I haven't done anything yet. Don't get excited. So it's a good news. It's a very, very good news. People thinking about pouring money, all this. It ain't going to work any longer. It's me talking about human level. Going back to the first episode, what do you think as a human, doesn't matter man or woman, compare with someone, what do you think you're greater than him or her? I can understand in education, all the wealth. I understand that. in a biological, when a human body, what's the difference? You got the same eyes, different color, same heart, same kidney. In a certain day, you will be as part of a soil. That's including me. I don't know what my God, I'm not talking about myself now. What make you think you are a tough guy or tough woman? It's pretty much a religion. Can you ride the biological clock? No, you can't. It's just not going to happen. It never happened. Look, I really want to explain this to you. As I said, I'm not no different at the moment. So it's a blessing in a sense. But if you put it the broader picture, this seed into a whole, I'm talking about last 5 years, well, 7 years. Trust me, it will make pretty much sense to you now. But good luck, I need to make a move. I will recover within a second. I know that. My mouth are extremely dry, not because I'm diabetic, because of the fume. And they want me to tell that, but it doesn't matter whether you told you or not. They are in real in fear. I know that now. So this is a downturn anyone. Not fearless, fear. That's a start. Next thing you see me on the mirror every morning. But they're clever. They're psychologists. But remember I told you Thailand, there's psychologists crashing the insurance live so far. There are time will run out eventually. So good luck. I need to make a move. Thank you so much for listening. Have a good day. Bye-bye.